all y'all amazing folks on YouTube. Crafty Jenny here again with my next video. And today, it's kind of a little bit something special. I am going to be attempting, for my daughter, to draw a picture of a creeper from the game Minecraft with diamond ore behind it as the background. I'll put a picture of what a creeper and diamond ore looks like somewhere around here. Just so you kind of get an idea of what I'm going for if you haven't ever played Minecraft or heard of the game Minecraft. But, wish me luck. This is gonna be a little bit difficult, but hopefully I will get a good thing that I am in love with in the end, and that make my daughter proud to have it that I made it for. So, let's get started. So first what I have to do is the diamond ore background. And if you don't know what that is, it's like these blocks that are like pixelated smaller blocks inside them. If that's any kind of help explaining whatsoever. So what I need to do is use my ruler and do very small lines all the way down, and then all the way this way, and then all the way that way. Teeny tiny to make teeny tiny squares. And then out of those squares, I will block off big enough sections in a darker color to show that that's one block of diamond ore. And then we will go in with all the colors after that. So I will do a couple of lines on the camera that way. Hang on, I'm just going to rip, I know this is horrible, but I'm going to rip that out real quick. Be a little bit easier to work with. I have everything in the way, always. Okay. What I'm going to do is make sure I get as straight lines as I possibly can. And I'm telling you, these are going to be teeny tiny little lines. So it's going to take me quite a long time to draw all of them. So like that all the way down. Just, let me get one in the camera a little bit better. Just keep doing that all the way across the paper, and then all the way back down. It'll probably take me a couple hours, but when I am done, I'll be back to show you what it looks like and what we need to do for the next step. And here it is with all the lines drawn in. So now I have to figure out what size I want each block to be. And then I have to go with a fine liner, and a small fine liner and a thick fine liner. The small one for most of the blocks, but the thicker one for around the edges of each of the squares. Let's get this started. I just want to show you a couple of the lines that just give you an idea of what you have to do. Just have to go in and right over top of the pencil, slowly go over top of it with a pen, very lightly. There we go. Very lightly. What in the world? It doesn't want to go over the pencil for me. But you get the drift. Just go over them lightly all at first, and then we will go back in and darken out the edges of the blocks once I get all these lightly lined. I had issues with the other fine liner the other pen marking, so I got out my fine liner, and I want to show y'all a couple of lines of how I want to darken up each block. And for each block, I'm going to do about 8 by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want to stop about right there. And then you want to count. If you want to do it exactly like I'm doing, you can do 8 by 8, you can do 10 by 10, you can do 6 by 6, you can do whatever number of blocks, however many pixels you want inside your blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, yep, one more. 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 8. And there you go. You have your 8 by 8. And I'm just going to keep blocking off each of the blocks until I get them all done. Now that we're at the end, and you see how I left a little bit over here, you can do like partial blocks on the sides, kind of like there. Now he's his own block, or she. And here is a small block also. But what I'm going to do, like I want to stagger them. So this will be start partial blocks. Then I'll start full blocks here. Then a full block here, and then I will do small block on and on until I get to the top or bottom, depending on how I want to flip it. Now that I have all of the fine lining done, ooh, sorry, sinuses are really bad right now. It's time to go in and lighten up the pencil lines. And you just take a kneaded eraser. You can take a regular eraser, just be extremely careful how hard you press. With the kneaded eraser, you can go in pretty hard and still have the lines there. As you can see, you can still faintly see them. And I actually want them a little bit lighter than that too. So, you could even go in and, there we go, kind of like that. So just keep going until you can faintly, just barely see your line work. That way when you go in with your colors, you won't have any of the pencil showing through. So I'm going to get that done and I'll show you what it looks like. Here it is with all the line work erased out where it's barely visible. See, when you put it down here, you can barely even see it. You have to really look. I may do a tad bit more erasing, I'm not sure. Might be a few spots that I go in and lighten up. Like right here is a little harsh. Right there. I'll probably lighten up a few more spots here and there. After that, we'll get into putting color and bringing it to life. Now that I have all of my colors picked out, all of my gray tones and all my blue tones, it's time to start putting color on the paper. So what I'm going to start out, I'm going to do all the blue that needs to be in each of the blocks first, and then go in with the gray. So you just want to go in and just color a few of the blocks the different blue color. In different spots. And you need to leave, every one of the Minecraft blocks has a couple whites in the color spot. So you just want to leave like maybe one white in each of the color. These are the places you put color. And each one is going to be different, each little section. Some has 1 blue, 2 blue, 5 blue. Each one's different and unique in its own way. So there's how I have this blue so far. I'm sorry I didn't know that was off camera, so let me do another one on camera so you can kind of see here. You just go in each of those squares that you had originally made, where you can still see them, but they're a little bit erased with the erasers, so you don't see the lines. You go in and fill each one of the squares with a color. Blue, leave it white, gray. There is more gray than anything, the gray tones. So make sure you leave room for more gray than anything. But each one of the blocks will be different, like I said. We'll have different patterns, different amounts. But for the most part, there will be more of the gray tones than the blue. And then once I get all of the blues colored in, I'll let you see what they look like, but this is kind of the beginning of it, and it will be the whole thing will have this kind of stuff all through it. Just different shapes, different places, all the way around. Now that I have all of the blue done, it's time to go in with your grays. And you just do the same thing like you did with the blues. You just go in with your gray colors, different spots, until you get it all colored in. You leave just a little section empty with white here and there. Like that. That one will be an empty white one. You don't want like maybe 2 or 3 empty spots in each block. And then I learned a little trick from a YouTuber, Super Ray Dizzle. If you take one of these eyeshadow brushes, whatever you want to call them, applicators, and just kind of smudge in it a little bit, it kind of blends the gray and the blues together, and it kind of tones them down a little bit where they're not as boom in your face. So I'm going to get all of that, all the grays done, and I'll show you what they look like. Now that I have the diamond background done, which took a lot longer than I would care to admit, and was a lot of hand cramping involved, it's time for the creeper itself. And this is what I sketched out. I mean, I did a little doodle is what I would, if I did it on my own cute little style, what it would kind of look like. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the fine lining in ink and the pen, and then fill in the eyes and the mouth and the little bitty nose area. Also with the fine liner because they are black. And then it's time to start doing this in the different shades of green, like we did this with the blues and grays. So that'll be fun. So what you want to do, just outline it with any type fine liner that you like. It's really up to you what thickness fine liner you want. And just go in and outline your lines that you already drew. Just so they are permanent and can't risk getting marked away by for any reason. Because with pencil, you don't know how long it'll last. But ink seems to last forever. Almost, anyway. So I'm going to get all this outlining done and I'll be right back. Now that I have all the fine lining done, what I want to do is go in and erase all of the pencil marks that might be coming through. This one I want to leave just a tad, and the little toes I want to leave just a tad so I can see them when I'm doing the blocking in or the colors, so I know where to put the toes. But any other lines from the pencil you want to get rid of. Ooh, there we go. Looks good. Now we want to go in with our colors. And what you want to do, just like before, do little squares of the colors, just random, until you get the whole thing colored in. Hopefully my hand won't be cramping as bad with this one. When I'm done, I'll show you. Here it is all done. All I did was finish coloring in the little squares. I made him a cute little necklace and I cut him out. And now it's time to put him on his background. He's gonna be so cute. So all I did was I had a couple little, extra layers of paper with tape, just to kind of make him stand out a little bit when I put him on here. So all you want to do is, however you want to attach it, it's up to you. Glue, tape, double-sided tape, super glue, anything. You know, it's completely up to you. Don't attach it, just put it in the frame and let it squish it down. It's up to you. I'm just going to use clear tape and roll it on top of each other, on top of itself where it's sticky. I put a piece here, piece here, piece here, maybe one here. And then attach it, and then we may go to my favorite place in the world, the Dollar Tree, and get a frame to put it in. I think that would be so cute. I just hope my daughter's happy, which she's been kind of watching my progress, and she seems extremely excited, so that makes me happy. I'm so happy with it myself, so it may not look exactly like the real thing, but that's okay. It doesn't have to, as long as you can make out what it's supposed to be. That's all that matters. And there we go. Creeper on the background. I think he's so cute. But if you like seeing this, if you want to see more arts, crafts, sewing, anything like that, subscribe to my channel. Like the video, leave me a comment if you have any ideas for a future video. Share my videos with everyone you know so we can get as many subscribers as possible. I love all of y'all. Y'all have an amazing day. Bye.